Hello guys, welcome back to October Dreams Tarot. So today I have a semi-interesting story, but it's about what we're going to ask Spirit about. What are the oddities that are coming in next? And what I mean by oddities is like, what are like the weird things that you may have been seeing, or what's going to be coming in next? And then we're just going to kind of ask for like advice, like whatever may come out, like what is the advice and what is the energy that you can maybe possess, or or not possess, but like moving forward with that oddity that's coming in your life, or strange thing that might be coming in next, and how can you deal with it? What's the best? How can you let those work in your favor, I guess is what I had put down, because this morning I come home and there's grapes on my deck, and I'm thinking, there's no grapes in my house. There's not a grape tree. Why do I have just 6 grapes? So if anybody understands, when you're spiritual, everything can be a sign when it's not. But I was asking, like, the universe, I'm like, what should I do a reading about today? And I go and I look out at my deck, and I was talking to my sister as I showed her a video about it, and I was like, where would random grapes come from? Like, nobody goes out there, nobody comes on my deck, like, grapes just don't come there, right? So then, of course, I have somebody else telling me, well, maybe you have a creeper who's just sitting on your deck, just eating grapes. Okay. And I live, wherever there's, where it's like nice, well, I guess they can grow. Anyway, long story short. So I was like, what an oddity to find in the middle of like, well, springish winter. Grapes on my deck. Here to come find out. They were put there because my son put them out there for the birds. But anyway, Spirit, what for the collective? It's just weird. Sometimes, things like that will happen, and, when you're spiritual, or when you're, when you're asking for things and it just comes out of the blue. So what are you going to stumble upon, or what is going to come, or maybe it's happening even now for you? What is the universe bringing into your physical awareness that you're like, all right, this is odd. I did not think of this. I did not expect this to happen. So Spirit, I'm using also, I'm sorry, you guys, the Muse Tarot by Chris Ann. What universe for the collective, what is an oddity or just a weird experience that might be coming up, or that is for them currently? Let's see where you guys are at. What is happening for the collective? Let's see, let's see what else can come out. This is the Muse Tarot, because I thought, what can be your muse with this oddity? And I just kept hearing oddity. Like, what kind of weird happening in the collective's lives that you're not expecting, you're not, just weird things that, oh, there's one that just didn't want to flip, so I'm going to take it. Okay. That feels good to me for now. Ace of Voices. So these cards are a little different in this deck. So like Ace of Voices is like, normally like the swords, materials are pentacles, and inspirations are wands in this deck. Why? That's why this deck is beautiful when it comes to artwork. Okay, so what we got here to explain some kind of oddity, and I loved I can't even articulate what, there's just things that happen in our lives, right? That you're just like, what like, you just want to be like, what? How did that happen? Like, I mean, it could be something as simple as you, like, walking out and you just tripping over something and you're like, how did that happen? Why did I just trip over my own feet? Like, I've been walking for, you know, so many years. Why did this just happen? And then it just led down a course of a path of all day shit, you know, like, whatever. So anyway, so we got the devil here. Well, I love the devil card, personally, and this devil card is just, we're just going to hold it there as we talk about it. And it is Capricorn energy. So to me, the devil card is always linked to being very grounded. Okay, so maybe what's coming into your life next is, or what is coming into your mental awareness, your physical awareness, is something that you need to let go of, that is holding some sort of you know, mental bondage, or that you need balance of. You know, we all need to have that balance of indulgence, you know, because if you look down here, I mean, she sure doesn't look upset. And then up here, it's like, so whatever comes in, okay, may be like a testing you type thing. Like, all right, like, we can go out, or, you know, say this is something to do with diet, or, you know, say something this is something to do with, like, you know, your friends, or you shouldn't be out all night, or something else. So you got to have balance here. Like, yes, indulge yourself in sugar or whatever, you know what I mean? Of course, depending on, you know, your health and whatnot. I can't say that kind of stuff, but, you know, but you can indulge in life's pleasures, of course, you know, but just, you know, the devil card being here is just saying, be mindful, right? Be mindful, be self-aware of your balance here. Keep the balance, because then you have the Two of Emotions, which is the Two of Cups in reverse. So the Two of Cups in reverse says to me that there's definitely it could be from the heart. Like, I guess there could be somebody in, okay, so the odd thing that might be coming in your life with the Two of Cups being here could be an old flame, an old coworker, an old job that was emotionally fulfilling or something, and it could just pop back up and you were least expecting it. Now that the devil and the Two of Cups are here, that's what that says to me. Like, you were not expecting it. Two of Cups in reverse is like, okay, well, I don't want that though. Like, okay, well, be patient, because forward here is the Knight of Materials, which is the Knight of Pentacles. So you know that you're moving away from it. So whatever this devil was, or, you know, that you were trying to maintain or get away from, or whatever, that isn't really balanced, is kind of keeping you held back, maybe from, you know, or whatever's coming in next. Okay, and it's not emotionally fulfilling for you, which you'll know who that, you'll know what that is. And I know that a lot of people say that the devil's a toxic energy. I don't really think of it that way, but because it is linked by this Two of Cups, I'm going to say that it's probably something that isn't, it's probably something that definitely tests your goodwill within yourself. You're like, there's a part of me that just can't say no to this. You know, like, you're trying not to go back there, whatever that is, but yet you keep doing it whenever because your emotions are involved. But with it being in reverse, like, you know that it's not. So because of this, like, here it is like this. So it's like this, the Knight of Pentacles. So you know that even though it's a slow moving Knight of Pentacles, like, you're flourishing stability elsewhere. So, you know, okay, so I think I want to say that I heard recently when I was watching some astrologers that like Saturn's moving in, and don't quote me because I'm gonna murder it and I'm not right probably, but we're really shooting off into this like Venus, and then like I did it for my sign Leo, but pretty soon we're going to go back into a Mercury retrograde, okay? And we're going to be in it for a little while. So this kind of stuff can come back around, like things that you didn't let go of before. I bet you a lot of readings are going to come out this way. So like, even though you thought, and that's why even though this may have been something that I was drawn to do, what you thought you got rid of, be it a person, a job, or something, and you thought, oh, I'm just not gonna answer my phone to that, I'm just not gonna respond to them. They're gonna try, they're gonna keep trying, but you just gotta keep pushing and pushing forward and moving that direction, because what that does, you know, Mercury retrograde just does that, is for some reason it just happens. I don't understand the whole thing. But then moving on from that is the Seven of Materials, is because you are planting seeds for a different life. So Spirit's saying, just hold on. I almost have no power here of the energy, but you are very well aware when this is going to come in, and you are going to be like, no, I've planted the seeds of what I'm doing next, and that is something new, and that something new isn't you. Whatever that is for you, like I said, be it a job, be it a person, be it a place, that something new isn't you. And it's on and moving. It's on and moving. That is what I'm saying. It is on and moving. So that's good, because when I saw those grapes, my sister said, she's a Pisces, and she's such a free-spirited Pisces, and she's just like, well, it probably means like abundance and good and this and that, and you know, she's telling me all the symbolic meanings of of the grapes, which I love. And then there's like a downside to it too. Like obviously it said, I think she said something like financial something, and I don't know, there are some other things, but I wanted to keep the good stuff, obviously. I mean, if I have to, I'll look at some negative stuff, but I mean, life in itself can be crap, and I think maybe because I'm a nurse, I don't know, shout out to any nurses out there, but the nurse life is kind of rough as is. So when I'm listening or anything that outside of that, I try to keep positive, because it's rough out here in the healthcare field, just saying. All right, so moving forward, even though Spirit Guides Universe, that they're going to identify this oddity, the odds are in your favor, which is not funny, but the Hunger Games was on my Netflix. Even though the odds are going to be in the favor for whatever this comes back around to them. Like I said, what if an old boss calls you up and it's like, oh my God, we're going to offer you $4 more an hour to come to this job or whatever. And you were like, no, I left that job, you know, blah, blah, blah. Or you thought that you just weren't going to answer your phone to some crazy person, and now they're starting to pop up and call you again. Well, you know, don't worry. Odds are in your favor. They are not going to get through. So, what else does the collective need to know about what their movement forward, Spirit? Their movement forward from this, because they are moving forward in the seeds that they're planting. What's their next move after this? So maybe that's what this should be. Oh, we got 2 there. All right, let's do a few more here. So what? All right. Okay, fine. You're gonna do that. All right. So like your muses is this new idea and this new thought of something that you're doing for yourself. So a new path, a new project, a new hobby. I love this for you. All right. That feels good. Oh, 10 of inspiration. So there is something that you felt. And look at this. I just love this deck, the Muse deck. That is 10 of inspiration, which is also the 10 of wands. So you are now like, you're like, nope, I'm letting it down. I'm letting the burdens go. And, you know, if you look at this, okay, so the cows have those vases on it, but she's carrying the biggest one. And as you see, it's got like this, it's like letting go. It's like the energy of all of what those cows are burdening. So she's like, wait a minute, I'm going to take all that off of you and I'm going to carry it, but I'm letting it all out. Like that's what I gather from that, which is beautiful. So once this comes in for you and you're like, nope, you're stable, you know what you're doing, you've planted the seeds in something new, a new path, a new, a new thought process, a new idea. And you're like, no, I'm not, you know what you're doing. Yeah. I mean, you have your thought processes on point because you got the Fool card here. Like you are definitely taking leaps and strides, and I didn't mean to put it, make it, seem so literal because she's striding with her legs, but you're on to bigger and better things. And then the Muse of emotions is the Queen of, I want to say the Muse of emotions, yeah, is the Queen of Cups. So you are nurturing this, whatever this new idea, this new path, this new relationship, this new whatever for you is. Like you are moving on and just, you are filling everything up within yourself because you're like, you know what, this is what I want. This is what I've always wanted. So you are letting old patterns go is what I want to say. I want to say this is exactly what it is. Like you have almost changed your perspective and let something go. And I absolutely love this. Like this is a complete like 180. Once maybe this thing tries to come knocking and you're like, nope, I'm not the same. You can't come knocking at this door no more. Like the same, you know what I mean? Like, and that could just be you saying that in your head. Like, I'm not going back to that job. Like I said, I'm not going back to that job no more. I'm not talking to that person no more. I'm not, whatever. Like, I deserve better. I deserve me. I love me. And I'm not doing that anymore. Because then you got the, the High Priestess. Like, heart, body, mind, soul, that this has always been your journey and your path. That whatever this was for you, this was your purpose. You have found your purpose. And I just, oh my gosh, I just wanted to like turn the camera around and just like, you have like found your purpose. You have found your muse. Like whatever, like that's exactly what this is. Like, and I think I might, but because then you got the 8 of emotions, like you are letting go of everything and dropping not only the burdens, okay, you're not only dropping. So maybe my sister was really right with the other part, like with the grapes when I seen it, even though it was not there for me, but it really was there for me to help maybe share this message as well. But like, you're really dropping some emotional that doesn't serve you, that's going to completely transform you and like put you on a different trajectory. Like, you look at this and this is like a black hole. Like, and I don't know if you guys have ever done any research or anything into like, the black holes, but like, there's like, they just go on and on forever. But, and this is basically saying like, no, I'm not going to keep doing that because I want to give myself the forever. Like, that's what I'm getting from that. Like, I want to give myself a new different, like, trajectory of forever. Like, this is just a beautiful message. So when you think of that thing that you thought wasn't going to come back in, or you think that was really odd, like I was not expecting that person to call me, and I want to say that it's probably maybe not necessarily an ex or something like that, but you were probably thinking like, okay, well, I dodged that bullet, or I dodged that person because I don't have to talk to them anymore. Well, you did, but it may come back around, but you're going to be like, no, like I've got new stability. Nine of Pentacles. Like I'm going to see if I can. So yeah, like you've got, you know, Two of Cups. Like it's not going to emotionally fulfill you. And then you're moving on here with the Knight of Pentacles. And then you're planting, and then, you know, with that, you're planting a new thought process, a new idea. And then Ace of Voices, like your new idea is now being, you know, projected, and it's going on to a new direction because you're taking yourself into a new direction. And you're nurturing that new direction with the Muse of Emotions, the Queen of Cups. And you're using your higher self, your intuition, because you deserve to give yourself that forever. And you're laying down. Sorry, I just had to do that. You're laying down those burdens. Oh, that's a beautiful message. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. I hope you can ponder that. I hope that, like, you know, when you think about that and you're like, man, I literally, you know, even if you did, like, even if it is something like you broke your foot or something like that, and it has put you on a temporary standby, don't worry. You will make it out. Like, it doesn't even have to be about that. Like, or if you have had a setback, that could be it too. Like, you know, you have had a setback to where you're like, man, I wasn't expecting that. But, you know, somebody or something's going to come in and help. And, you know, because you have been very kind and generous to other people. I mean, that could be a situation too. I don't know why, because as I was gathering my cards, I just got this thought of somebody falling and breaking their foot. I don't know. Anyway, or, you know, something else. So, you know, don't worry. It's you. This oddity is actually going to bring in some sort of new profound perspective and abundance for you that you're like, man, I'm glad that kind of happened. So ponder that, and I hope you guys have a good day. Thanks for watching.